You are live. Let me go first. All right. Welcome, everybody.
What's up, folks? Happy freaking 4th. And I know I was not going to cuss, so I'm getting really good. Welcome to Tiff on Tap. We're live streaming now with StreamYard on MBR Radio, their way of doing it. If you want to also check out MBR Radio, make sure to check them out on www.mbrradio, so mbradio.us. You can also find them on Facebook, where you can find me, Tiff on Tap, and also on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel and also subscribe to MBR. They give veterans a voice and teach them basically everything that they need to know if they want to do stuff like we do. So, right now, today,
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Happy 4th of July. I was going to have music starting to play, and I did not do it. But we are going to do a battle of the domestics. We're talking about, we want to claim the king of American beers here today on this show. So we searched far and wide. Liquor store cabinets, mini fridges, all this shit.
We took
all this
suggestions.
stuff.
People have gave their opinions on which beers should be in this lineup, and we narrowed it down to about 6 beers. You're looking at Bud Light, Still Reserve. We got some Pabst Blue Ribbon, some Miller High Life, some Busch Light, some Coors Light, and some Coors Banquet. And these are things that you guys wanted us to try and put to the test to each other. We didn't include regular Budweiser or Coors because no one had mentioned it. So
these are purely suggestions.
Yeah, if you guys want to see that next time, get on the stream and let us know.
Yes, participate, because we love participation here.
Absolutely.
So today, let's get started. Oh, I'm going to really talk real quick about this. I want you guys to just chill, grab a beer of your own. It doesn't have to be American. Get a Corona, get whatever you're drinking, sit down and enjoy the show, because we're going to be chilling out today. It's our first ever live stream here on StreamYard on MBR, so we really don't know what we're doing. And we are pretty sober right now, but it may not end up that way.
No, and this is a good opportunity for everyone to pregame before the fireworks tonight, before the sun goes down. So
and celebrate the independence of the United States.
Yeah, so crack one with us.
Of America.
Let's go.
All right, let's get started. So we're gonna start with.
I think Still Reserve.
Let's start with Still Reserve. So a friend of mine on Facebook, I'm gonna shout out to John Hewlin or Hewlin. I've never met him personally, but he is a really good friend, and he's talking about. I said, what is the beer of America? And he said Still Reserve. Now, Still Reserve is something that I would tend to walk by in the liquor store or walk by in the beer fridge and, you just glance by it. But for some people, this is their beer of choice. So we're going to taste test it. Let's check out some Still Reserve.
4-1.
It's what percentage are we looking at?
8.1.
Yes. 8.1 alcohol percentage for the Still Reserve.
And it is the same price point as a Coors Light, a Coors Banquet, Pabst Blue Ribbon, any other tall can.
Yeah, it's like $2.
Yeah.
I threw the can in the trash. It's like $2.
If you see, it's kind of dark for a $2 beer. I mean, not terrible.
Yeah.
Go ahead
and caramelization.
Caramelized. We like to call it caramelization.
Caramelized.
But I don't even know if that's the right term.
So 1, 2, 3. On 3, we're gonna chug this Still Reserve and let you know what it tastes like. So 1, 2, 3. Still Reserve.
Still Reserve. Still Reserve on 3.
Great, being late to the party. So. Yeah.
It's a little rough. It's not as hoppy as it says the can says it is.
It's reserved.
Definitely tastes like a lager, but not for flavor, I don't think.
It tastes like a lager that has been sitting in a gas tank at your grandpa's old Ford.
It's really flat. Yeah, not very good. I think that people would just buy this strictly to drink to get drunk. more than they would buy it
Yeah,
for
8%, man.
for
Some people
flavor.
are tasting the percent, not the exact flavor. And you'll find that with a lot of these American beers. I don't know if there's really anyone I've ever met before that was an American beer.
Does it say where this is brewed? There's a train running by. Sorry, folks. Does this say where this is brewed from? I don't think so.
Let me look it up on my handy dandy phone.
Your notebook?
Yeah, let's look it up. Let's see where Still Reserve is brewed. I think it's Missouri, man.
Everything delicious is brewed in Missouri. When in doubt, it was brewed in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah. Still Reserve is an American lager brand owned and produced by Still Brewing Company, which is owned by Miller.
Miller
A
in
subsidiary
Milwaukee.
of Molson Coors.
Yes, which is half Canadian, half American.
The drink comes in black and silver. This is probably the silver version.
This is steel.
It's also known as triple export malt liquor.
Does steel come in black and silver too, like the
No
metal?
idea.
I think it does.
No, maybe.
Maybe.
And high gravity lager. Respectfully, it has a high alcohol content. So yes, Still Reserve. It does not.
It says extra
I don't know where
malted
it's
barley and select hops for extra gravity. Well, you said it's Miller, and Miller's in Milwaukee. I know that. So I bet
that?
you, yeah, because it's right here in this can.
Well, Still Reserve. I wish we had more of it. So we pre-filmed because we were trying to film and it messed up. So we messed up. So we're getting the second round of the Still Reserve, but it was okay.
Well, we were gonna film it and put it on the YouTube channel, but
Well, you would never drink that.
we
Unless
ended
I was
up going live for you guys because we were trying to figure this thing out because the NBR radio stuff is important to us, and
All right, we're
trying to
gonna
get
go
it out.
next. I want to do some PBR, bro. Pabst Blue Ribbon, America's beer is what I would like to call
I
it.
think everyone has a memory of a pastime with PBR, whether you're grilling some hot dogs or something. Maybe it was a 4th of July and you were filming a live stream.
Yeah.
But everyone has a certain memory with Pabst Blue Ribbon, I feel like.
This is from Milwaukee, and it's also from 1844.
So maybe the real place is Milwaukee to brew the beer. It's not St. Louis. Maybe that's the better place.
We got red, white, and blue. You can't get more American than that, bro.
That is
On the
true.
can.
That's true. It says 1844. That is a long time.
What percentage is this?
Good question. Probably like a 4.1 or something.
Well, we don't know. We'll pour it out. Let's see what we got
It's
going.
got a good snap to her.
It does have a great snap. It had that. So, I know this beer is famous among a lot of blue-collar workers. A lot of mechanics drink Pabst. A lot of construction workers drink Pabst. A lot of motherfuckers.
A lot of Americans drink Pabst. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Anyone who works drinks Pabst.
You're America.
Have you worked in your life? Have you worked in your life? Then you drink Pabst.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Pabst Blue Ribbon
PBR.
PBR.
I like it.
Oh, it made me hiccup almost.
It's a lot more bright
It's
than the
bubbly.
Still Reserve.
Yeah.
Still
got a-
Reserve was very flat and thick. We'll skip over that, but Pabst had like a citrusy.
You
You
taste
don't taste
citrus?
citrus,
I don't.
bro?
I don't taste citrus in it. She thinks that it tastes citrusy. I don't know. Let us know below. But I think Pabst Blue Ribbon does not have a citrusy flavor to it. Not very much.
Have you drank Pabst before, people? Comment if there is even a comment section on Twitter.
You know,
I don't know if
There's
there is. Comment on Facebook, bro.
there's
or on
a
YouTube.
Pabst Blue hot dog where you can cook a hot dog or a bratwurst in a can of Pabst, and you pretty much let it boil down until it's like a syrup.
How would you?
And then you
open
put it
a
on the
Pabst
grill.
without getting metal pieces and shards in your hot dog?
Well, this is aluminum and it's one piece, so it's not going to
I
come
would
off in
only
shards.
in America.
Why would
Only
it come off in
America.
shards? This was built in America. You think that American aluminum comes off in shards? No, it's built for tough.
Making their hot dogs in beer cans.
You don't make it in the beer can. You pour the beer on the hot
Oh, I
dog.
see.
You make it in a regular
Oh, I thought you
pan.
said you would like fry it up in a beer can.
I mean, you could probably cut a hole in it and then just put a hot dog in it and then boil it on a campfire. And it would probably do the same thing. But
I don't know. We were gonna grill today. We didn't decide to grill today. We got pizza. We're the lame lame.
We got
adult.
stuffed crust though, so we weren't that lame. We could have went with Domino's.
I mean, when you spend $40 on beer to do a beer review, you really don't want to spend any money on grilling food and shit, and all that stuff.
Well, what I noticed about the Paps is we sipped on it a little bit.
I cannot not cuss. That's hard.
You cussed?
On a G. It's hard. I've cussed 3 times now.
I didn't even notice.
I know. Well, I have.
I think
Very
I've done
hard.
okay.
It's very hard.
I usually cuss a lot, and it's hard not to, too. But I've been thinking about it. I think next we should do some Coors Banquet.
I like the Paps.
We should fight iron with iron.
What?
Should we fight iron with iron and go Coors Banquet?
Yeah, let's do some Coors Banquet.
I think we should.
So Coors Banquet, if y'all don't know, now you know. Coors is brewed here in Golden, Colorado. We have the brewery just down the street. A stone's throw down yonder, you can find Coors Brewing Company. Freshest beer of Coors that you're ever gonna get in the state of Colorado. Like,
especially in Golden, Colorado. If you buy Coors in Golden, Colorado, it tastes different than it does anywhere else in the world because it's right off the shelves.
It's like right out of the freaking well.
And you get sometimes these special batches that come around from Coors or the Colorado Brewing Company. Is that the other one that's in there?
I have no idea.
It's the Colorado. I think it's the Colorado Brewing Company, but they both give these special batches that will be found around Golden, Colorado.
Oh yeah, they had batch 19.
Yeah,
batch 19.
And you don't really, you don't really see them anywhere else.
That was delicious. But Coors has been Coors Banquet especially has been my go-to beer for a lot of reasons and a lot of events, a lot of times in my life where Coors Banquet was the only beer I drank. Before I started getting into and venturing into deeper waters, I was a Coors Banquet type of person. So I always will appreciate Coors Banquet. It always will hold a special place. We did a whole video on Coors, Adolf Coors, the third, and how he was kidnapped, and a big story about
held for
that.
ransom, pretty
Don't
much.
tell my story. I gotta go to YouTube.
Check it out on Tiff on Tap.
It's called Murder Mystery Mobile.
It's a pretty interesting story if you don't know about
Very
Coors.
interesting. More interesting.
One of the highest ransoms ever in Colorado,
Yes.
and it was just Adolf Coors the
Don't
third.
tell my story.
Just saying, check it out, guys,
Anyway,
if you know what's good
yeah,
for you.
you
But
aren't gonna wanna miss that.
also in our Central City cemetery video, like we would be walking around these cemeteries from mining eras, and we'd find these old cans of Coors Banquet that said like 1893 on it, you know.
Like way back.
And all it had was just a little bit of this gold color on it, and you could tell it was a banquet can. But you know, if people have been drinking it that long, especially in Colorado, let alone America,
This is an antique beer.
this had to be on our list.
So we're gonna try Coors Banquet. Let's try it on 3, bro. Let's say 1, 2, 3.
Coors Banquet.
1, 2, 3.
Coors Banquet. Yeah.
Cheers. I like it. It's mellow. I would golf
Pretty good.
drinking this.
You would golf?
Mhm.
I would barbecue drinking this. I can see some ribs or
I can rebuild a carburetor to this. I can make a baby to this.
It's definitely the best one we tried. I mean, Pabst was pretty good. Still Reserve was nasty.
Mind you, a lot of these beers are warm because we've been setting up this whole station thing. So a lot of these beers are warm. So just join in that warm beer flavor with us. Hopefully you're drinking a cold one.
Yeah, it's been warm today.
It's only like 150 in the trailer right now. I think 100 and maybe 48.
It feels like 150. I tell you
148.
that. I literally had to put our phone in the freezer so we can record this because it was so hot outside. And
but if it's hot, I would recommend you get some Coors Banquet, the beer of America. Who knows? It could be. It could not be. We're gonna put it in here. So right now we have Still Reserve, we have PBR, and we have Coors B. I think I'm gonna rank Still Reserve
last.
way over here. Way over
This
there.
is drink to get drunk right
That
here.
is-
You're having a bad Monday. Just a Monday specifically. You can't have a bad Friday and still drink this. You
That's
still
not
gotta
the last beer you're ever gonna drink. That's not the first beer you want to drink.
No.
That's a beer that you drank, man. You got divorced. Your wife just cheated on you. And
If
you caught her.
if you see anyone grab a Steel Reserve at King Soopers, just look at them. And maybe, you know what, just tell them sorry or give them a hug. Because they're probably going through some rough stuff right now.
If the apocalypse if COVID would have really went crazy town on us, I probably would have got Still Reserve. I would have probably got a whole bunch of Still Reserve because I'm like, you know what?
We're hoarding Still Reserve like toilet paper.
This is gonna last forever. Through a bomb, a nuclear bomb. Still Reserve was be the only beer left.
Not to mention you could probably sanitize your hands if you wanted it to.
Yeah.
But don't try that at home.
Okay, so PBR, I'm gonna put that first. I'm saying it's mother freaking.
The PBR was good. It was crispy. It had a lot of bubbles to it, but it was lacking some beer flavor to it.
I love it.
I feel like this was lacking. Coors Banquet was lacking some bubbliness,
refrigeration.
Probably some refrigeration,
Yeah.
but some bubbliness to it that the Pabst had, and I think the
Pabst
is missing some of the flavor, the barley that's in this.
I want to go fast with PBR.
Either way, we're moving on to the next beer. Quit drinking the PBR. We got lots more to go.
Okay, what's next?
I think next we're gonna go with Busch.
Let's go with
Busch Light.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Let me
just give the background story.
Before y'all start
judging on the Busch Light.
Before y'all start judging me, they did not have Busch Regular where I went, and it's literally 4th of July, and I'm trying to buy beer. If you have not been to a liquor store today, you don't know what it's like. But for all of us that have been in a liquor store today, you know what it's like. There is people getting cases of Bud Light, trying to carry seltzers, and it's craziness, and there was no Busch Regular. I'm not going to go in the back to try to find it. So we got Busch Light. And I'm like, what's the difference? I mean, I don't know. For all of you Busch drinkers, so Jesse, J-Rock on Facebook, you're the one that represented Busch Light. Not Light. Busch.
But we just couldn't find the Busch because, I mean, maybe it is a popular American drink.
Man, no. But this is Rocky Mountain water, no? Or is it, what is it called? Some water.
So this was actually.
There's some kind of name.
No, they say this was brewed from the water of the mountains.
No,
Yet,
they don't say that.
Some stuff like that.
They do not say
that. But the Busch Light is from Anheuser Brewer Company, which is in St. Louis, Missouri. Budweiser.
Are you a Busch rep right now?
No, I'm reading the can as I'm going, like a professional.
Oh.
But there's no mountains in Missouri. I don't think. Maybe there's hills.
There's mountains.
There's hills. At least hills.
Okay.
But if you look on the can, there's mountains. Like, it's Colorado or some stuff, but it ain't Colorado.
It says right here, since 1955. So these people
Quick
came
math,
into
45 years is 2000.
No, listen, they came in 1955.
So that's about 70
These
years.
kids, 1844. Pabst's been doing this stuff since
1844.
Before Titanic.
Wait, when was Titanic?
1912. Before Titanic.
Why do you know that?
I love Titanic.
Leonardo
Busch came
DiCaprio.
late to the game, dude. 1955. My mom's older than Busch. Jeez.
That's crazy.
Oh, it deleted me.
It's Busch.
It's crisp.
To you.
It's refreshingly smooth taste that's crisp and cold as a mountain stream. We'll see. It's not cold as a mountain stream right now. Maybe in drought. It did do this. You didn't hear it. I did it too fast.
It did. She popped it back like she was popping some pops.
You know. We've all been drinking like 80 beers. So.
Well, I'm kind of excited to see how these all line up against all these other ones.
What are you guys drinking today? Drinking margaritas. We did get margaritas.
We had margaritas as well.
I got that pre-mix because I'm American.
Well, last night we had this jalapeno pre-mixed margarita that, someone's messing with it or something.
Maybe I can't go live for a long time. Who knows?
It's live right now.
This might cut out though. Maybe there's a time limit.
It said no.
It went all weird for a second.
No, well, it did that before. It was like showing our overlay.
I feel like a senior citizen. Is it working? StreamYard? All right. We're gonna try. You already tried it. What the?
Sorry, pour me more. Pour me more. I was thirsty.
What are you doing here?
Subconsciously, I was thirsty, and I didn't even care what we were doing right now. That's how good Busch is.
All right. So, Busch Light on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Busch Light.
Busch Light.
It looks like champagne.
It's Don't bring up champagne. Miller High Life owns that logo, that motto.
Champagne of beer. I feel like it's very light.
You know what? I like it this time.
You like this?
I'm okay with Bush right now.
When we did this,
Bush right next to Pabst.
we
bro.
kind of,
I like Bush more than Coors Banquet.
yeah. And
What? Did I just say that?
you like Bush more than Coors
Yeah.
Banquet? No
Maybe I'm
way.
just drunk.
That is nuts. Well, I think it's because this Coors was possibly already opened and the Bush was fresh. But fresh Coors Banquet, I mean, I don't think it could touch Bush Light, personally. But
why does my logo keep coming on the screen?
I don't know if Joel's messing with it, but mentioning it.
I'm alright with it.
I don't like it.
What would you rank it?
Last.
You don't like it.
Well,
you're not okay with Bush?
Last because
the beer of the river?
The Bush would be okay. Bush Light,
Joel is like alpha right now in Power Rangers, and he's helping us out here.
Oh, okay.
So he didn't mean to freak us out. So don't freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I felt like it was Joel the whole time anyways.
I'm pushed out, bro.
Well, anyways, Bush Light, I mean, it's probably not fair that we didn't do regular Bush.
Yeah, I do. That's a disgrace.
But
especially to Jesse. Jesse, if you're watching this, I don't even know. I'd hope so. You're family, bro. You should be watching this. But yeah, I'm sorry, man. I failed you, but I should have got regular Bush, but they didn't have it, and you know what?
But it is what it is.
I'm not gonna
it is what it is. This didn't come.
Also, St. Louis, Missouri.
This did not come from a mountain. I don't care what anyone says. Tastes nothing.
It ran right off a deer's butt.
It didn't taste. It doesn't taste nothing like a mountain. It tastes like a sink. It looks like they taste like they made it out of a sink.
Is there a bush plant in Commerce City?
I know there ain't no mountains in Missouri. I know there's hills. I got family there and stuff. Just saying. I don't even want to. I don't even want to finish it.
For
but
a second, Bush can stay here. Okay, what are we doing next? Okay, let's ask the people. Even though they can't even say anything, it doesn't matter. What should we do next, guys?
I'm thinking Bud Light.
You're thinking Bud Light,
I'm
thinking most controversial beer.
I'm thinking so.
I'm sorry because to talk loud. I know I'm kind of buzzed.
Couple reasons Bud Light.
If
because
I'm talking louder, I am kind of buzzed.
If Bush Light really is that good or bad, compared.
Why are you talking mad crap about Bush Light?
I'm saying good or bad. I think that Bud Light would be a good comparison because they are both.
Saying those are your sucky beers?
No. I'm saying they're both made by Anheuser-Busch Company. They're both light beers. They're both St. Louis, Missouri. Right. So let's test them out. Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna drink some mouthwash.
If they taste. Why?
To help with the Bud. I want to taste Bud Light.
That's just gonna taste like mouthwash.
I want to taste Bud Light by itself.
I think that they should not taste anything similar. If they taste anything similar, then you know this is some type of scam. That why spend the extra 50 cents to get a Bud Light when Bush Light is the same thing, type of deal.
Where the hell is my water?
But let's try this out. I'm gonna pour this out.
So, okay, well you pour it out.
Tell the story behind the Bud Light, Bud conspiracy theory of some sort.
I'll tell them. So, yesterday on Facebook, or maybe 2 days ago, I posted a Facebook on Tiff on Tap's Facebook. I posted a little thing about what I was going to do today, what we're going to do today. Got great reviews, great thumbs up, yeah, great, I like it. All 3 people liked it. We're okay about it. Decided to post it on a different Facebook group that I will not mention because I'm no longer part of them. I'm not going to even promote them. They're Colorado beer drinking group. Anyway, so I posted on there, and I posted the same thing I posted on my Facebook. And so I got this Google image of a Budweiser can that someone's holding that says America on it. I didn't take that picture anyway. A freaking person on Facebook, I say that freaking with a capital
F.
Freaking person on Facebook.
Do you want to give out their name?
I will give out their name right now. Casey Jones. If y'all know his address too, go meet Casey Jones. Casey Jones. What kind of name is that anyway? Casey Jones. Anyway, he freaking posted on my thing. He commented that Budweiser is not an American beer. It's pretty sad that you chose that as your choice of picture that you're holding up. And I was like, first of all, I'm not holding up the can.
But you're not telling the story fully correctly.
I'm gonna tell it fully correctly.
I'm just saying the Budweiser logo that she posted wasn't even a traditional Budweiser logo.
It was a Photoshopped image.
It said USA on it, and it had an American eagle.
Because it's the freaking 4th of July.
And he said it was an American,
No,
and it was literally.
The beer that you're choosing is not an American beer, so for you to choose that, that's sad. That's sad. So all I gotta say is I did my research at that point. I was like, click, 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 and Budweiser is brewed.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Bud Light. Yeah, St. Louis.
So when was the first batch of Budweiser made?
I don't know. It's probably
Look it
German.
up.
It's Budweiser. It's probably German.
It is Budweiser.
But if we made a baby and the baby came out of in St. Louis, Missouri, it's an American baby. I don't care. I could name him Adolf Schweizenheimer Bratwurst. I can name him that, and literally he would still be American. So what I'm telling you is, I guess I do understand that there's a difference between Anheuser, Busch, all this stuff. That's not fun, bro. So yeah, F you, Casey Jones. And I didn't say F anything. I said F you, Casey Jones. If there was a finger I could hold up and I didn't want to get edited and misrepresent MBR, I would hold it up right now. But F Casey Jones.
Well, I just
think
think
drink Still Reserve all day.
Just because the brewer of Budweiser is German doesn't mean that the beer is German. I mean, think of how many American beers.
I don't know what.
I'm just saying. Let me talk. I think that how many American beers are based off of German concepts, or like look at Foster's.
Beer.
Foster's is brewed in New York City, but it's based off Australian beer.
Do you think that the Aztecs were drinking beer? No, beer came from Europe. Of course, beer came from Europe.
Was beer even existed when Aztecs were existed?
It's B-I-E-R. Beer.
Beer.
I'm just lying.
All right, so
anyway,
this is Bud Light.
To the pit of misery on 3, no?
Dilly dilly.
1, 2, 3.
To the pit of misery. Dilly dilly.
Wait, it didn't
clink. Clink.
Oh,
jeez. You're doing the dishes later.
Luckily, it's only 2. It's okay.
Wait. Time out.
I don't remember.
Take a swig of Busch. Take a swig of Busch.
Go back.
And take a swig of Bud Light and tell me.
A swig of Busch?
And a swig of Bud Light. I want to know if they're the same beer, or if this one's worse and Budweiser's better. I know, but I want to know. It tastes close. It tastes similar. Taste that and then taste that. Bud Light is a slight more crisp to it than Bud or Busch Light. Like a little bit more carbonation.
It sounds like it has a little bit more sour than Busch.
Yeah, Bud Light's does have a little bit more of a sour taste than Busch Light.
Busch is flat, back of your tongue. Bud Light is
more the middle of your tongue type of sour.
I don't like it.
You don't like Bud Light?
No. Never have, never will. I mean,
I don't see a reason.
Colorado, so go Rockies.
I don't see a reason.
I hate baseball.
Yeah.
I hate baseball, so I probably would never go to a baseball game either.
I
would go to a baseball game.
The only time you see me probably drink any light beer is at a baseball, football, Bandmere Speedway,
baseball beer.
Because it's just so gross, and you don't want to pay $20 for one beer. But
where's the camera at on the phone? Probably been looking over it.
I don't know. All right.
Bud Light is okay. No one recommended this. Out of the 4 messages that we got, nobody recommended Bud Light. Just to let you guys know. I just chose it because I was like, I work at a liquor store, so I was literally like, what are people buying on the shelf right now this whole weekend? And it was Bud Light, it was PBR, and it was Coors Light.
I can see the PBR, to be honest with you.
Off the shelf, bro. Off the shelf.
if there was anything between Coors Light, Bud Light, and PBR, I would get PBR any day of the week.
You can finish the Bud Light.
I got my own to finish. Here, let's.
I'm gonna play some American music.
I think that.
Non-copyright. You not own the rights to this music.
Yeah. Well, this is non-profit radio, anyways.
Oh yeah, NBR is non-profit. They help give veterans, like I said, a chance to learn industry skills like how to have their own podcast, how to have their own radio show. It really does give veterans a voice. And the people at NBR are such a great team of people and great. Just their shows vary from, you got Tracy doing his DJing stuff, you got Jen with her music, and Holly, and everybody that has their different versions of their shows. It's awesome. And Joel is really the one that kind of pulls it all together. And I know that I'm getting off of track here, but I just want to say a big thank you to NBR because
Absolutely.
I'm not a veteran. I'm not a veteran.
Me either.
But Joel,
we respect.
Give me a chance, and he gave Tiff on Tap a chance to. I was a student at Colorado Media School. He gave me a chance to actually learn the real way of doing things, and it's priceless. Like what he's given me, this opportunity is priceless, and I'm the Bud Lights got me emotional. The Bud Lights got me crying. Joel.
Dilly.
Dilly Joel. And NBR, bro. Cheers me.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah.
Let's just slam this on 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's fucking go. Excuse me. Sorry. Let's freaking go.
Yeah, freaking.
All right.
Okay.
So Coors Light or Miller High Life?
Wait, I'm gonna play an American as Heck song.
American as Heck song.
If you guys have never tried to not cuss.
What is the most American song? Could be a whole other episode in itself.
I don't know, but how do Americans
I think I'm proud to be an American.
No, I think it's Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
I think Kid Rock is the freaking king of
ball
American
with
music.
The ball. It better be edited.
It's dirty.
It's so dirty.
It's dirty. But hey, that's not what I'm saying right now. You think the background. Okay.
Coors Light or Miller High Life? So real quick, turn down a little bit.
That's what American Bad Boy.
1 second.
American Bad Boy.
Okay, so we have tested 5 beers. Where do they rank to you?
I don't even remember. Hopefully you viewers are keeping track at home. Bud Light. Bud Light.
Hold on. Logo first. Let's do this right. So,
PBR.
Wait, what order do you think?
So, what do you mean, the best?
Yeah, best to worst.
PBR.
Busch Light. You think that's second best?
No, like this.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Like
I was about to question what the heck you were doing.
Bud Light, and then Silver.
I would agree with
What's
that.
next?
I would agree for most of that list, except I would put Coors in front of Pabst.
Bless you.
And I would put Light in front of Busch. But for the price of Still Reserve for 8.1%, you can argue that this could be third place. Just saying. Even though it's gross. But if you're trying to get drunk, this will do the job.
I love getting drunk. I don't think I could do Still Reserve.
It's rough. It is rough. I'm not going to lie.
I love getting drunk. I would almost drink Listerine instead of Still Reserve.
Don't do this at home.
I'd put this
Don't
on
do
ice.
this at home.
I'd mix it up like a margarita and put some salt and.
Well, I say that we go Miller High Life
Okay, let's do it.
instead of Coors Light because we've been living in the light game for a little bit. That one had a good crisp.
American beers will get you lit.
I think that Miller High Life had it better than Busch.
Can I show you guys the different Sharpies we have? We got the king size and the regular size. That's how much we care about the show. We got posted.
When we first did this, we were going to number them 1 through 6. What was the best? What was the worst? But we realized that when you write numbers, normally they're backwards on camera. So I was writing weird backwards numbers that looked right on camera, but it looked weird in front of our face. And then the sticky notes weren't sticking to the cold cans. So we just decided we would rate them as we go.
I'm going to play now a song This is just trying to do a radio song, a radio show. I'm gonna play a song that is probably
Butts good and booty?
no. Don't even.
Is it Brooks and Dunn?
No.
What was that song they sing that like? Neon Moon? Neon Moon? Was it Neon Moon?
This is my Park Brooks. Happy 4th of July, America!
Absolutely. Cheers to all the veterans out there.
Americans.
Cheers to all the
Yeah,
Americans
cheers to all
out
of us.
there. We
Thank
love you
you
guys.
for your
Thank you for your service.
and
We're
thank you for-
happy to be free Americans, and we love to be able to do this right now.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm happy I can just say whatever the hell I want and wear whatever the hell I want.
Miller,
No sleeves, no problem. No sleeves, no problem.
you should do Miller High Life on 3. This was existent since 1903 from Milwaukee, Michigan. Wait, I almost said Milwaukee, Michigan. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Excuse me. I was thinking about I was thinking about Aaron Rodgers for a second. I got all confused. 3, 2, 1. Miller High.
Always thinking about Aaron Rodgers for the past.
We're gonna get Aaron Rodgers, and we're gonna win Super Bowls.
50% of his brain.
We're gonna win Super Bowls. Maybe.
Other than your sore hair that you love.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
What is it?
Miller High Life.
Miller High Life on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Miller High Life. Fuck yeah, Miller. I'm sorry. It's every time it comes. I can't. Sorry. We'll be better. Miller High Life.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Miller High Life. Don't. Why are you spelling?
Because that makes it epic.
The champagne of beers.
I forgot to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
And it does taste like the champagne of beers. I think that this was the best one that we've popped the top on it. Is that
Why
what?
do they call it the champagne of beers?
Because you drink it for breakfast.
You're classy with your Miller High Life.
Maybe. You make mimosas out of it.
New Year's, Happy New Year's, New Year.
Yeah.
What? Why would they say it's champagne? I don't understand that.
I don't know either.
Since 1903 though, bro. Also, was there another one or was it this one?
Well, there was 1844. 1844.
Pre-Titanic.
So pre-Titanic, pre-Titanic.
What, dude?
Bush or Bud Light, we don't know.
PBR,
Bush Light, we don't know.
Titanic. You didn't know that.
This one.
That's the reason to subscribe to my show. Just subscribe.
Yeah. I mean, also Coors Banquet before Titanic. Because Titanic is the marking point of history, by the way.
I don't know who's watching this. There's probably nobody.
Well, there's definitely a comment on the screen, but I don't know how to check
I don't know
it.
either.
I'm sorry if you left a comment and we can't read it because
You left a comment. Thank you for being
we're on a
there,
mobile
man.
device right now, and our main device is in the house.
That is golden. Your comment is everything you like.
But thank you guys.
We're the ones that have like. We get the participation ribbons in the field day.
Well,
Thank you.
I gotta say that I
I
almost
know I killed that freaking.
I almost want more of this Miller High Life because it's that good. Am I the
Drink
only
it,
one?
bro. Drink it.
Am I the only one?
We need to go Coors Light, and that's the end.
I don't know. I mean, I think I can go. I'll go a little more High Life for America right now. Are you
some beer drinking songs?
Are you guys gonna set off fireworks tonight? What's going on?
I am kind of against fireworks.
Why?
Right now.
Why? I'm the total opposite. I'm like an activist for fireworks.
Maybe it's because there was a trailer that burned down. Literally burned the hell
All
down.
right. Tell me
a trailer
real quick.
that burnt down that I don't want fireworks. I'm turning to get off my lawn. Don't light your fireworks in my neighborhood type of person.
But fireworks never started that trailer on fire.
I need to live in Castle Rock.
Castle Rock has fireworks
I don't
too.
want people lighting off fireworks. We drive to go see fireworks.
I personally fight with people on YouTube about fireworks.
Castle Rock people are not lighting off fireworks.
I think that if people can have guns to protect their freedoms, they should have the freedom to set off fireworks. And if you're dumb enough to blow off your fucking hand, or you're dumb enough to blow off your freaking hand,
you're gonna get me banned.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna get me banned.
Sorry.
Here's your eyes.
Anyways,
There's your mouth.
if you're dumb enough
Watch
to blow off your hand, then then I feel like you shouldn't be setting off fireworks. And if you are in a forest fire area, I think that you shouldn't have
Are you smoking
fireworks.
a beer right now? What are you?
Am I smoking a beer?
Only you.
I just think that
Prevent forest
those
fires.
two.
Only
If you're in a forest fire area, or if you're a kid, you shouldn't be lighting off fireworks. Everyone else should be lighting off fireworks. It's 4th of July.
Why are all the beer drinking songs country songs?
That's not true. That is not
They're all
true.
country. Name a rock beer drinking song.
What is that?
Oh.
Rockstar by Nickelback.
What? Nickelback.
Rockstar by Nickelback.
Nickelback.
Rockstar by Nickelback.
What?
I want to be a rock star.
Oh, I'm gonna get trashed off
I got the
Nickelback.
sun.
People
Wait, it's
people that drink
America
Bud
and
Light.
drinks beer.
People that drink Bud Light get trashed listening to Nickelback.
Oh yes. Still reserved.
It's a weird tunnel. Or Creed. I guess they might listen to Creed too.
Do you want to? Do you want to bring in why you have Coors Light to the list? Who brought that to the list?
Or listen to how you remind me.
This is Nickelback. Who gave us Coors Light?
Coors is what Andrew, my friend Andrew, hold on.
Stop Nickelback for Andrew, and only for Andrew, by the way.
This is how Coors Light reminds me. Coors is what Andrew has represented from him and his buddies, that they drink anything Coors. He said Coors Light is what they go to, but they'll drink anything Coors. It's what they do, and they golf, they fish. They're bros,
Wait,
bro.
so he never specified Coors Light or Coors
He did
or
specify
Coors Banquet.
Coors Light.
Okay, so I just want to get that clear for the record. He recommended Coors Light.
So, Andrew, cheers, bro.
The best for last, right? The best for last. Hopefully.
Isn't it weird that I don't have a best in this? I feel like
Well, your
this
best
is
is
like,
past blue ribbon.
this
Is
is
that
like
what you
eating
said?
the shittiest Mexican food.
No shit, is.
Shit, is shit a bad word?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. The poopiest Mexican food in the whole United States. I feel like that's, I don't know. I don't like American beers. This challenge just told me I am American and I hate their beers.
I would agree with you.
I don't know.
I don't think I like
Damn,
American
man,
beers. I mean,
wow.
Miller High Life and Banquet and Ribbon were the three that I would
That's
drink.
a freaking discovery. We're like Christopher Columbus right now. We just discovered that
Well,
America has no beers we'd like to
Well,
drink.
time out now. There's craft beers. There's
But
other beers like
so
Shiner Block.
beer is considered American.
If they're brewed in America, just like St. Louis, Missouri.
So all these
Anheuser
craft
Brewery.
beers are missing out right now?
No,
But why are they called craft? So
they're
why
craft
is there a
because
domestic section
they're not big
and then there's
company.
craft?
They're not big company. They're not something high distribution center of high production center of beer. It's something that's privately brewed usually
I just want to
by
say, do you remember
a
when
small
that waitress,
brewery.
Do you remember when that waitress like literally like poured your beer like and it just foamed right up the top?
Yeah,
Like, just,
rookies. That was a good pour you did for me this time.
Oh yeah,
I didn't got no foam.
I poured like a G.
So this is Coors Light.
Coors Light on 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Coors Light.
Coors Light. Another Rockies beer.
That one at least tastes like the mountains.
Let's go Rockies.
It is a Rockies beer.
I'm hot in the summer now.
Exactly.
And I'm just drinking beer.
Exactly. That's exactly what this beer is. If it's hot as heck in the sun, and this is ice cold. Ice cold.
If it's hot as heck.
I think that this would be delicious at a Rockies game or a football game.
Funeral.
A funeral. I wouldn't want this at a funeral. I would want something harder than this at a funeral, personally. I mean, maybe you didn't care about the person, but
I don't know. What are we close to an hour yet? Okay, we got 15 minutes.
yeah, we got 15 minutes.
All right, so thank you guys for suffering with us, which I don't think anyone did. But at least we have this for our record of what we did here today. We tried, man. We tried. So I'm going to tell you right now, we tried. Tip on Tap is something that I cannot explain. It's beer. It's aliens. It's murder. It's crimes. It's
cooking,
it's recipes,
investigations,
it's investigations,
ghost
Tip on
hunting.
tap, ghosts. Yeah, I can't explain that to you, but I want you guys to know that what I want to bring to this world is something where anyone can just, all right, she's doing a thing on American beers. Let me just check it out. You know, I don't expect people to like go crazy over this thing.
Well, I mean,
I'm not gonna quit my day job anytime soon if that's what I'm talking about.
but we also still
Even though I
want to
just quit my day
provide
job 2 weeks ago. I just
provide
quit my day job.
veterans that something different is out there that
Yeah.
that
I want veterans to
we will
know
talk about aliens, whatever you guys got.
that literally, you don't have to just do music. You don't have to just do what you think it takes to be on the radio, sports. The people that we do have on MBR that do sports and music are excellent at what they do. But I want to represent somebody that doesn't exactly know what they want to do. They just know that they have a voice. They have a voice. They want to do something with it. So I'm telling all of you veterans, if you're in Colorado, if you're anywhere near Lakewood, please contact mbrradio.us. Please contact Joel on Facebook.
Like,
Maybe I can post it
subscribe.
on my thing. I don't know, but you'll just contact me and I'll push you through. But there's a spot for you, man. No matter what you want to do your show on. Like,
We're here to help you guys out.
it's literally like I can only pay back. That's my job. Is at this point I'm not trying to get anything out of NBR as far as anything like that. I'm just trying to pay back.
Pay forward.
Pay forward. Because that's what I'm so appreciative of everything that this organization has given me. The chance to actually try something that I never had the balls to do before. So Tip on Tap, we're crazy. We do a lot of crazy stuff. You might not like it.
You may get a beer challenge today. You may get a ghost hunt
I might
tomorrow.
be talking about ghosts tomorrow. And if you don't like ghosts, but
Guess
you love
what?
beer,
Wait until next time. We're gonna be talking about
then go watch
guns.
it.
Like it's what it is.
Go watch them. I might do a freaking jalapeno popper taste test popper thingy.
Jesus.
I can't. I could do a whole video on not cussing and how hard it is. If I should get a shot collar for every time I get freaking cuss, that would be horrible.
That would be horrible.
I would probably stop cussing. Anyway, let's get to it.
I'm pretty drunk. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not drunk.
Out of all of
I'm
this
gonna have a margarita after this.
stuff,
American beers are American.
I'm pretty toasted. I will say.
So,
But time out real quick before we end. Rate these beers, please.
What was this beer that we drank?
This last one is Coors Light.
Okay.
But please rate these beers 1 to 6.
All right, I will rank my top 10.
Top 6. Top 6. Oh, I got you. I got you. It's 6. Don't even worry, homie. It's 6.
Look how fat my arms like. Is that muscle or is that fat?
Both.
You know,
All right, real quick.
baby.
All right, I already.
The
Can I
sleeves
guess
fell
your
off.
list for you?
No, don't do it.
Still reserve last.
Anyway, let's start with the last.
I knew it.
Still Reserve is last. I hate Still Reserve.
Wait.
Sorry,
Put it for the
John.
camera. Still
Sorry,
reserve.
John.
John,
I'm
you
sorry,
got better
John.
than that, bro. I don't know you, but
No, you
come
need to have
on,
me,
dude.
man.
You just like to drink to get drunk.
I would no.
And
Don't
you
touch
don't-
John. I would
John,
drink with you, man.
I'm sorry,
I'll drink
dude.
with
You like
bro.
to drink to get
But I'm gonna
drunk.
bring my own beer. Because if you're doing a barbecue and there's Still Reserve on tap, I'm bringing my own beer and let people know. I'm just saying your specialty. This is special. Very special. So Still Reserve last.
To be honest, John, I don't think it belongs last. I believe it belongs like 4th.
Yeah, of course.
Because I like to drink to get drunk too.
Of course. Says the non-alcoholic.
That's why I'm here
Says the
today.
non-alcoholic.
That's why everyone else is here today.
How do you go to Audio Slave?
I don't know. But real quick, so if this is last.
Okay, Still Reserve last, okay? Let me tell you. Okay, Bush Light.
Second
That's
to last.
second to last. Bush, maybe regular Bush would have made me feel warm in my heart. But Bush Light
Was disappointing.
made me want to cry.
It was like Natty Ice.
Yeah, it is like
Keystone.
Natty Ice, and we didn't have Natty Ice or Keystone, which we should have had.
We should have.
It was only $1.
But we knew how
had it.
terrible it
We
was
shoulda
to
just
begin
had it.
with,
We shoulda just had
and
it.
no one suggested it. So the only beers we added that no one suggested was the Banquet.
Coors Light. No. Probably.
And, well, Coors Light, you said your friend Andrew had requested.
Just let me play around with this.
Okay.
That's much.
So we got Blue Ribbon first.
Tiff, so
The
I'm
best
Tiff.
domestic beer
I'm Tiff, by the
in
way.
America.
I'm Tiff.
The best.
If you thought he was Tiff, you're wrong.
I'm not Tiff.
I'm Tiff.
I'm Mile High Truth.
I'm Tiff. So this is my #1 beer of America.
Pabst
That's some
Blue
Pabst
Ribbon.
Blue Ribbon, bro. If I can
Domestic beer of America.
If I can add an applause right now, I would, but I don't know how to do that.
Yeah!
That's #1, bro.
I mean, you got red, white, and blue in the freaking.
It's red, white, and blue.
You got
It's truly
1844.
American. It's awesome.
Wait,
I'll
real
drink
quick.
Warm Pabst.
Where was it brewed? Was it Milwaukee too? Is this a Milwaukee beer?
Why do you keep putting me through this?
Well, the only reason why I
I have no
asked
idea.
is because it's #1 in America. Milwaukee.
Established in
Milwaukee owns
1844, bro.
Milwaukee
There was, like,
owns
pirates.
American breweries.
There was like pirates.
They do. They
There
do.
was like pirates and stuff going on in 1840. No,
Pirates?
it's the Cowboys. I don't know what Cowboys.
I think in
It was either
1844
Pirates or Cowboys.
we were driving in steam cars. I don't think it. I mean, it may have been after Cowboys.
Pabst, #1, bro. #1. No, hands down. Hands down, Pabst #1.
Just notice #1 American brew with #1 American brew song of
Okay.
Rockstar by Nick.
Miller High Life. I don't know why I put this here. It's probably because I'm drunk.
No, it was
Miller
good.
High Life is 2.
It was really good, actually. I was surprised at Miller High Life, and I probably would have placed it first if the Banquet wasn't fresh. I mean,
I'm alright with that. Coors, there's nothing left to drink.
Coors was good when it was fresh.
I can't even tell you.
Bud Light was really bitter.
Bud Light is
It was really
not
bitter.
my favorite at all.
I did not like Bud Light.
I'm gonna tell you right now, guys.
I think that's why they
don't
call it the pit of
understand-
misery.
I don't understand Coors Light and Bud Light. I don't understand that beer drinking.
Philosophy.
If you wanted to get drunk, you would drink Still Reserve, or you drink, I don't know, something else. But Bud Light and Coors Light, I just don't get that feeling. I get the gross taste of it. I don't know. And it's just me.
I
It's
feel
just
like-
me. Just me. Just my opinion.
You really gotta be thirsty to drink a Bud Light and be
Busch-
satisfied.
Bush,
How was it better than Still Reserve? How was Busch Light better than Still Reserve? I want to know.
it's not Still Reserve.
No, how was Busch Light
Yeah,
better than Still
That's
Reserve?
how. It's not Still Reserve. Still Reserve sucks.
What sucks about it more than Busch Light? Because at least you're getting 8.1%.
Still Reserve is the whiskey of beers. Still Reserve is the Scotch
Oh
whiskey of beers. Still Reserve is
For $2.99
It's
at your local
flat,
Kroger.
but it's also like strong. Like I don't know. It's not easy drinking. If I'm drinking American, I want it to be easy.
You know, I thought Still Reserve was fresh when it was fresh, cracked open. It was easy drinking. I feel like
Okay, what's your rank?
my rank is
We got 7 minutes left.
all right. 7 minutes, real quick.
Whatever.
My rank was Miller High Life first. It was the best
Miller
beer
High
tonight.
Life is your favorite American beer?
It was tonight,
Wow, bro.
but I think if Banquet was fresh, it would have beat it. But it wasn't fresh. But I think
Okay,
that
blame me.
I will blame you for America.
Thanks, refrigeration.
But I think that these two were the best beers: High Life and Coors Banquet.
How?
Because the Coors Banquet
I don't drink this
had
right.
barley, and
Oh, the barley is what really took it off.
that's what gave it its flavor. And I think that it was missing a little carbonation to be the best. And I think that Miller High Life was a champagne of beers. It's classic. It's original. It's brewed in Milwaukee like all the other good beers. And it deserves to be #1. And I think that
You're
Pabst
putting
Blue
this
Ribbon.
#1?
Yes, I put it at #1. And I think that I would put Coors Banquet #1 if it was fresh in our list, but it wasn't fresh.
Do you really know what Pabst tastes like? Let me open another Pabst.
Pabst comes in #3. For sure. #3. And then I think that man, Coors Light was better than Bud Light, and I think the Steel Reserve was better than Bud Light, and I think that Busch was the worst
I
beer.
think it's like ranking like
The Busch was the worst beer by all because it had zero flavor. It was not carbonated enough to be a Pabst, and it definitely doesn't taste like the mountains like it claims it does.
I think
And so,
this whole
for my
thing.
opinion, the Busch Light is the biggest fraud of this domestic beer challenge that we have in front of us.
Fraud.
It's the biggest fraud.
Wow,
It's
we're like
fraud.
big guns.
Fraud.
So, I'm
I'm
just
sorry,
gonna say right now,
America.
this competition is almost like judging the best colonoscopy. Because I hate American beers. I never knew how much.
I like Shiner Bock.
I never knew how much I hated American beers until I had to do a competition on American beers. I do not like these tastes. They are the same. They're almost
They are the
equivalent. It's just who is older,
Yes.
who wasn't refrigerated. It's like
It is like
it's
that.
a gross American like.
What do you go?
We're gonna cut corners. You know what I mean?
What are these people drinking?
We're gonna go 4 quarts of barley.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
even know what I don't even know. But I feel like American does not have quality.
I feel like we can cook with these beers, but
American-
we should not be drinking these things.
America does not represent quality beers.
No.
And I feel like we
How
need
quick
to
can we
accept
get it
that.
out?
But regardless of that, craft beers that are born in America and they are crafted in all these little small cities like Colorado. Colorado is a big craft beer community, a huge craft beer community. And I feel like it's the best state I could have ever wanted to live in to experience craft beers because it's so unique. There's jalapeno beers, there's green chili beers, there's honey meads, there's
sours,
blackberry
IPAs,
sours, there's everything that you can imagine, you can get. So I'm thinking that yes, I did say this was an American domestic beer challenge, but of course I don't have a table big enough to host all the craft beers that we ever could have tasted.
Or
in our
domestic
life.
beers either.
But this is what we got recommended. Recommended. This is what we were.
This is what people gave us.
Yes.
What you
and we
guys
tried it out.
wanted to see, and we put them to the test.
Cheers to Pabst. That's my number one.
Cheers to High Life /
Cheers
Banquet.
to his Miller.
That is empty. Wait.
Slash! You can't slash, bro.
I'm
No
slashing.
sitting on the fence.
Look, this is slashing.
Pabst, I'll give you hands down best American beer.
Best American beer to cook with.
Are you gonna just keep knocking beer on the...
No, I mean Pabst is good. It's just missing some barley. That's all.
Oh yeah, barley.
Specifically barley.
Oh yeah, like 2 tablespoons.
Just because it's missing
2
a little bit of
tablespoons barley.
Banquet,
Yep,
and Banquet has a little bit
what
of.
barley tastes like.
What does barley taste like?
I have no idea.
Oh, this is a good song right here. This is America. This is like we're about to light some fireworks tonight, honey.
I hope to God the NBR. All you vets out there, man, please. Don't kill me yet. Don't kill me yet. I know I got some stuff coming that it's going to be.
We got a lot to give you guys. We have just started.
I'm right. I just want to do something fun for the 4th of July, and I know.
We wanted to get personal with you guys to let you know who we are. Because we're boot scooting boogieing. How you boot scoot? What is boot scooting boogie?
I have no idea. I feel like I imagine Louis rubbing his ass on the carpet.
Who sings this, by the way? I don't
Brooks
even
and
know.
Dunn, bro.
This is Brooks and Dunn?
No.
I think Brooks and Dunn.
Oh my God.
I don't know country music, so don't judge me.
Oh my God.
But Brooks and Dunn has got to be one of the best country singer bands of all country songs, country artists.
Brooks or Dunn has his hair like at the point.
Who's better, Brooks or Dunn? Tell me who's better. Who's better? So who's singing this? Is this Brooks or is this Dunn?
Who knows? We're 59-27, 59-28.
By the way,
thanks for watching. Don't forget, to support MBRradio.us or MBRradio, yeah, .us and Military Broadcast Radio. Look it up, man. Facebook, Military Broadcast Radio. You'll
Veterans,
see,
you're welcome to come join us. You're
yeah,
welcome to
everybody's
continue
show.
to tune in. We're gonna have all kinds of awesome stuff.
I'm trying to do in the next episode. I'm trying to do it on aliens, Colorado aliens,
We have people who are abducted
conspiracies.
who
I
we're
have
trying to
people,
get to come
yes,
forward and
that
tell
were
their
abducted.
story. And
I do want to go to San Luis Valley. I do want to talk about a lot of the stuff that's about Area 51 with
also,
Project Blue Book. Really
also
want to talk about that.
there's news breaking right now. Obviously, if you pay attention to government
Yeah,
news, that that they are coming out with information on these UFOs, and it's going to be exciting to talk about.
cheers to you.
Cheers,
Thanks for
NPR
sticking
Radio.
with us.
Thank you guys.
We might be the only ones watching this, like some
Happy
weird
4th of
single
July.
citizens. But yeah, happy 4th of July. Be safe. Get vaccinated.
And enjoy your freedoms, everybody.
Yeah, be free though. If you don't want to get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated.